to Emperor's Light Tarot. It's your resident tarot specialist. We are gathered here today for another random session. I was just uploading the 12 zodiac signs, some 7-day tarot readings, usually about love, right? Finances also comes into the picture. And it got a little repetitive, so I got halfway through and I decided I actually went out for like a little walk, a little lunch. I forego lunch though for a live reading. So I came back here to the quiet library, right? Where I get most of my readings done in order to go live today. So I do have my two tarot decks with me, the Ethereal Visions, which is becoming quite fun. I haven't even seen all of the tarot cards yet in this deck, to be honest with you. And then a Wiser Tarot. So there may be some random card pulls here, some if we have any requests, random one or two card pulls. I may even do like a full channel session just to read the overall of the general collective energies for today. It's Monday. Man, I was so backwards yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday, but the activity that I got into was like Saturday activity, but my mind was in like a weekday's mindset. So I'm like so turned around right now. But I'm like hella relaxed. I feel like I'm in like a walking um state of like spiritual consciousness, right? Where it's just like my thoughts are random, but I'm like extremely calm. It's like a spiritual state of consciousness that I'm in right now. So hella relaxed, hella calm. And I figure why not just get on, right? While I'm having this stream of consciousness and just talk about random topics, right? So I'll wait till more people come into the live. And yeah, I'll start some card readings then, and we'll see what conversations and topics we come up with today. So hopefully you guys are having a good day. The start of the new week. It's almost May. We just started this year. We just started this year, and it's already May, Taurus season, right? After a long month of retrogrades and the eclipse week and everything that's been going on, right? Oh yeah, make sure you guys like the video as you come into the video, so that we can push the video through the algorithms. Right, we're trying to get to our 1,000 subscriber mark, and I can open up another tarot deck for you guys. Right, subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here, and we happen to pique your interest at some point. Not sure how long this is going to be. I did empty out the memory in my phone, so probably it'll be like anywhere from a half hour to an hour session of just chilling and hanging out. Right. I know most of you guys are waiting to get off work right now. Because when I went live at like 4:20 or 4:21, right? So some of you guys work till 5 o'clock, 6 for some of you guys, right? I used to hate getting off at 6:30. And then some of you guys got that evening shift, boy. Go to work at 1 o'clock and get off at like 10, 11. Mm-mm-mm. So pretty sure half of you guys on social media are watching your favorite content, right? So we got some content for you today. Let me unbox one of these things. Which deck should I unbox? The Ethereal Visions or the Wiser Tarot? I feel so relaxed. It feels so good. I think I will go with the Ethereal Visions. Yeah, let's go with the Ethereal Visions deck. It may have something I want to say to us today. So yeah, I did the first 6 tarot readings. Hopefully you guys enjoy those readings. I'll be doing the rest of the tarot, Libra through Pisces. I'm not sure if I'll do them today, but I'll definitely have them out by tomorrow. Just gets a little bit repetitive sometimes. And then like I'll do videos and I don't really put like a zodiac label on them. And then I'll get people that email me or they'll request down in the comments like specific zodiac signs. And that's why I had to open up like personal sessions because it's like, if you want to request a personal reading, right, or a topic, just hit the email, hit the Cash App, and we got something specifically for you. But nah, sometimes yeah, when people ask me for like when particular zodiacs are coming out, I usually upload them like the next day. I'm like, oh well, I guess they're waiting. Got to give the subscribers what they want, right? Unless when people start to get bored, start to get unsubscribed. See, that's the thing about being a leader, right? You actually have to give people what they want, like actually being like say for instance, the president of the United States, right? You actually have to give the people, right, your constituents, what they want, and don't think you can just like, oh, like it's some sort of, this isn't high school, this isn't a popularity contest, right? You become the student body president, right? It's not the same, right? You're just hanging up flyers and stuff like that, right? And then you want to give people extra milk or whatever during lunchtime, like being like an actual leader. Again, like the president of the United States, right? Obama, anyone. We saw him go into the presidency, come out of the presidency with a head full of gray hair. Oh man, you only get to see these people when they smile and when they talking proper and laughing, right? When they go out into the world and they buy a group of people beers, right? As the president, right? You want a hot dog? You want a beer? But we never see them behind closed doors at like 11 at night or something like that, or when they're like some important pressing meeting that's like they really have to like pay attention to. That's probably like stressing them out. Did you know John F. Kennedy, the youngest president in history, 40 years old, like his body was riddled with disease? Like he literally took drugs every day, right? Just to keep his body from falling apart, just to deal with the pain alone, not like the psychiatric things that he was going through. But yeah, one of America's most beloved presidents. Right? This man was sleeping with Marilyn Monroe and all that type of stuff, right? Had one hell of a life. Mr. Cool young president. But yeah, I think he had like Parkinson's or something like that, or something like that. Some sort of a disease that made like if you bump into him, he would be hurting, right? So yeah, I remember watching a documentary on Kennedy, and it showed like him just like downing pills and aspirin just to keep the pain out of his body, right? Sprawled out on the floor, right? Waiting for his aspirin to come. But I still think he was a pretty cool dude. It was kind of wrong that they blew his head off, though. That shit was fucked up. And that's another thing about being a leader. You never know. What do we have here at the bottom of the deck? The hierophant. Religious figures, right? Or spiritual leaders or religious leaders. Governmental systems and society, right? The head of the house or the head of the country. Yeah, and he was married as well. But doesn't that happen to like a lot of the positive leaders? Like even what's her name? The daughter of the queen, Princess Diana. Even Princess Diana, she was a humanitarian as well. Like she wanted to do nice things for the world. Like she was yeah, Six of Pentacles. She was like donating. She had like a lot of nonprofit organizations. She had like a super vested interest in like Africans, right? Because I think she had like some sort of a, I'm not sure if it was guilt, but like she really did not like suffering people. So like one of her top priorities was like Africa. Like she spent so much time in Africa helping out black and poor people, like disenfranchised people. Yeah, they ran her off the road because they thought that she had some sort of a relationship with Michael Jackson. Like, nope, y'all ain't bringing this interracial baby into the world. Hell no. Ace of Swords and the Empress. I can't lie. The Empress was the Queen was a Taurus. Yeah, yeah. How long ago did she die? 2 years ago. Yeah, and she killed her own daughter just to protect the monarchy. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? Well, I see I'm holding an Ace of Swords in my hand right now. Yep. They walk by every now and then to see what I'm doing. So yeah, what have you guys been getting into? No lies and just nope. Yeah, we got one person, two people showing up in the live. Guess y'all about to get ready to get off work. Y'all like, what? It's time to get off of work. Let me log out of all of these social medias. What we got here? Seven of Cups, delusions, smoke screens, options here, multiple options. Knight of Cups. We got random romance coming up towards you. So multiple options. possibly multiple tabs open at this time. Knight of Cups is romance, though, poetry. Someone wanting to do something nice to you or nice for you. That was a Floridian slip. Someone might want to do something nice to you. So, no comments yet. Let's go ahead and do a love message. Yeah. So when I was doing the zodiac signs earlier, those are just general messages. I didn't even really intend to do love messages, but obviously that's what's gonna happen, right? People usually come to tarot for love clarification. So yeah, there was some love messages, mostly positive. So yeah, check out the zodiac signs for today. If you have Aries or um, on down to Virgo anywhere in your birth chart, which you would, right? You have a whole wheelhouse, right? See, we follow Western astrology and zodiac. If you actually follow sidereal astrology, it goes by the house, and you literally have every house, right? You just say it different. Instead of saying, "Oh, my sun sign Aries," you would just say your first house, or what's going on in your seventh house, Libra, or what's going on in your 10th house, Capricorn, right? What are your placements there? The Fool and the Lovers. Ooh. Aries and Gemini energy showing up here. Communication is key for a new adventure. This could also be children as well. So yes, let's get it. Highest messages of love and light for the collectors, for the watchers today. What do we need to know in regards to love and romance? And I get the highest messages of love and light. Love and light. Love and light. Matters of the heart. A lot of Gemini energy, a lot of communication is what I'm getting so far. Possibly soulmate energy. You want to know? I got a question. Does anybody watch tarot in a group? Because I know people watch tarot by themselves. You know, I actually did that one time. Um, I had a meet up with my high school friends a couple years ago, and I put up I think I put up my tarot channel actually to play tarot videos. They were all drunk, of course, and everybody was focused on the pool table. Yeah, but people watch tarot by themselves usually, right? Some people don't want people to know they watch tarot. They be all in their cell phone like this, off in the corner, not trying to show anyone, right? I remember I saw the weirdest thing. I saw a grown ass black dude, right? This guy had to be like pushing 70, sitting on the bus stop watching tarot, and it was the weirdest thing because who would have thought, right? Like who would have thought? That's like randomly seeing a little white girl that's not even of age yet rolling up a blunt somewhere. Like what? How? But that just goes to show, like, tarot is becoming more mainstream, right? The president could be watching tarot. Actually, the most powerful people in the world actually follow occultic and esoteric things. Why you think they run the world? How do you think they run the world, right? They know things that most people in the masses don't know. Even when we talk about the government and military operations, most of the money, that's most of your tax dollars, is spent on war, right? Let, even if I don't use the word war, it's military tactics. Most of the money spent goes to yeah, the military effort, creating new weapons and stuff like that to try to keep America on top, right? It doesn't matter how popular you are. The only thing that matters is who can throw the biggest punch, right? I'm channeling right now that movie Invisible Man, the new one, the remake that came out a few years ago, right? I was a fan of The Invisible Man with what's that guy's name? I can't remember his name, but that was a pretty good movie growing up. But the new one, where the dude had the robotic suit that literally made him turn invisible, that's an actual government experiment. And if they are willing to put out a movie like that, you better believe 20, 25, whatever, 50 years ago, they probably actually created a invisible suit, right? So while you're watching tarot right now, you don't know who's standing over your shoulder, right? The government could literally have 1,000 people out in invisible suits right now, just roaming the streets, watching the general public, right? Never thought about that shit, did you? No, you didn't, right? The King of Pentacles and the Lovers. A husband or father, Mr. Moneybag, someone very successful. Gemini energy, lovers, communication, soulmate energy. Mhm. So we could have a Gemini showing up or an Earth side showing up here. Who's watching? All right, so let's get into the message. Prime the energies, and then we'll pull 5, and then we'll clarify those 5. All right. Grounding the reading, 10 of Swords. Ooh. Online activity. Usually for me, it's internet gossip, rumors, but it could also be some sort of a distraction, overthinking, insomnia, or dealing with a lot mentally. It's a 10 of Swords, so closing out some sort of a cycle or death. Maybe someone could be dealing with fatigue. Let's get it. What's the highest messages of love and light? What's the romance messages? What does the collective need to know at this time for Monday, carrying throughout the rest of the week? We got 8 of Cups. Anyone show up to work with a hangover today? Yeah. Or had a very romantic weekend that they're still thinking about, right? Having those nostalgic memories. The 8 of Cups is walking away, or it's detoxing or detaching. If this is a relationship, it could indicate the distance in the relationship. But it looks like he's pondering, right? Instead of, and I was channeling this in the zodiac read. Instead of walking away from this mountain, it looks like he wants to go back toward this mountain. And that's what happened when we have attachments, right? You got to learn how to detach, right? If anything can be used against you, right, an attachment, right, it's not good. It's toxic. You think the only thing you could be addicted to is sex, drugs, and alcohol, or love? You could be addicted to anything, and it can be used against you in a toxic way, right? When we die one day, you better be able to detach from this body, unless you want to be a zombie, right? People don't want to be put on the donors lists, right? Although that stuff can help people, right? You ain't gonna need this body when you die. You might as well put yourself on the donors list. How do you think your reader's still here? I received an organ from a Caucasian kid that was 6 years younger than me that died in a car crash. I was very grateful to his family, and I wrote them a 4-page letter. Yeah, that's why I'm still here. Why do you think I do what I do? Because I'm grateful, and I think I should be helping people, right? Yeah, people get buried with their organs. What you think? Somebody? People had to deal with grave robbers 500 years ago. You thought you like imagine in 2024 people being all stuck up. No, I'm not gonna put my name on the donors list. I'm being buried with all my stuff. Do you know how modern medicine was created? How they even came up with surgeries and stuff like that? If you would have had an attitude like that 500 years ago, you would have been the first person to get your grave. Like they would have robbed your grave. That's what they did. They stole bodies, right? Like not even a week after they was buried, and they donated them to science, right? Even these scientists, these high and mighty scientists, these stuck-up people, right? I equate them to the scientists of today, right? They're so smart, they're so brilliant, they're so talented, but they can't even change their own car tire, right? 500 years ago, we used to have thieves, crooks, criminals stealing bodies from graves, right, and selling them to scientists and doctors, right, so that they can open up the bodies, right? Open up your dead body, your relative's dead body, and experiment on the organs and stuff like that, right? Who's to say whether it's good or bad, right? The reason why you have modern medicine nowadays is because somebody was doing some shit they wasn't supposed to be doing 500 years ago. Better learn how to detach. Look towards the future, like this guy. Ace of Pentacles. Yep. And the crazy part is you'll think, damn, who steals dead bodies? Like, ugh, why would you want to touch a dead body? Nowadays in modern society, we have morticians, don't we? We have all these women that want to go into forensics, don't we? I was just in a hospital a week ago, right? All these nurses, but they can't even take the sight of blood. Right? But like back then, even with people dying and having diseases and stuff like that, it's like who would want to steal a dead body? It goes to show Ace of Pentacles how much people was willing to pay and how lucrative that was. If people was just stealing bodies like hotcakes. most people don't know that even some of the most popular and powerful cities in the world, they have large ass burial sites underneath, right? Some of these cities are built up on top of massive graves, especially overseas in the UK. But in New York, yes, right? The only thing they talk about is the sewer system and all this stuff, right? Um, but yeah, there's definitely tunnels and old cities down there, just like there's those type of places in every city in America and across the world. Listen. It's 7 billion people they claim. I think it's closer to 10 billion people on this planet right now. Right now, living. How old do you think the Earth is? So, how many dead bodies or bones do you think are buried under the ground as you walk the streets right now? Not just 7 billion. The number of people that's alive is probably 100 billion dead bodies and sets of bones that we've literally just been burying and building a new civilizations on top of. Got to think. Got to know about this stuff, right? Know where you've been, or you'll never know where you're going, right? The Emperor. Ooh, we had a leader showing up here. A strong, powerful, masculine, a divine masculine, right? Usually someone that knows how to, they run the chessboard. They're not a piece on the chessboard, right? We could be dealing with an entrepreneur, yeah, Ace of Pentacles, starting a new business or receiving some sort of a windfall. Let's see what else we're getting here in terms of love. The Hangman. Well, the Hangman is a very loving individual, very self-sacrificing. He would put himself on the donors lists. Piscean energy, they have big dreams. So, that Walt Disney type of vibe, right? He is able to think in an enlightened perspective. It doesn't take asking him 21 questions or, oh, would you put yourself on the donors list? He probably has an enlightened view or perspective of what the world would look like. Like me, I don't have a fear of death. I just want to see what the world will look like 100 years from now. What is it, 2024? I want to see what the world looks like in 2124. All right. So what do we have to do to get there? Because if we got everyone with a stick up the ass, we ain't gonna make it there. So we have to have innovators and pioneers and people with big dreams and goals that have vision, right? Some people don't even have vision. They don't even know what tomorrow looks like, right? All these people that's just living for the day, right? Like think about your children and your children's children. Yeah. Even if we were to bury you with all your organs and modern medicine was able to dig up your body 100 years from now and what is it like rejuvenate you or something like that or recreate you and you were to like meet your like who Futurama, one of my favorite shows. And I just started watching Rick and Morty less than a year ago. That's a pretty good show, right? These are not kid shows, right? But kids should watch them because it teaches them things, right? Yeah, like Futurama, like yo. So the character that you would think is his grandfather is actually like his great 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 grand nephew, right? So imagine like the modern medicine if 100 years now or whatever 500 years from now they were to bring you back, right? And they were to ask you what was going on in 2024, like did you vote, like were you into like science, like did you when someone asked you if you would you donate your body to science, what would you say, right? Because that's taboo to us now. That shit might be gospel to them then, like we reading bibles now, but in the future it might just be all about life preservation then, and they'll probably be like, ah, you didn't donate your body to science. Incoming messages. This is literally my sex card. So we have a very attractive individual here. Actually, we have two eights of synchronicity. Mhm. I'm not sure if this person is a Rolling Stone or not, but this person, and it's not even about sex. Yeah, this person's a pioneer. This would be like people that's not detachment. They're not afraid to leave home, explore, fast travel, and quick communication. Right? They're not afraid to go out. Right? Remember how America first started, right? Remember the gold rush, right? Everyone came here on boats on the East Coast, and then everyone wanted to sail out west to get gold to Hollywood, right? Right? These were innovators and emperors, right? the first frontiersmen, right? Aries energy, right? They had big dreams and goals, right? And maybe they thought about their damn descendants. Well, this goes here. Eight of Wands. So you have, I'm not sure if this is someone here that's this emperor with big dreams, goals, and ideas, possibly dreams about financial stability, wealth, whatever the case may be. Or this could be, since I intended this to be romance, this person could be coming towards you here. This could be an offer of marriage or something like that. Someone possibly recently left something behind. It could be an old job, an old home life, or even an old commitment to someone else. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. The Tower card, a shocking moment. Now it's Scorpio Major Arcana, but the Tower could be like destruction, rebirth, or transformation. It comes out on top of Eight of Cups, which was that detachment or walking away issue, or walking away situation, or even detox. This could have been, yeah, this could have been some sort of a sickness here. But the Tower could also be mental illness, right? Spiritual downloads, right? Messaging through the crown chakra. Hmm. I have to get more of the message here because I'm not sure what I'm getting. We got the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So we have someone that sees you as wish fulfillment, or we have someone that's very content with themselves, right? Coming into a situation, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they don't mind offering this Ace of Pentacles here. Mm-hmm. Again, this could be an influx of finances, or this could be a very comfortable emperor here. We see the pentacle here, and then he's holding a pentacle here. So, yeah, I guess he's looking for an empress here. It seems like he's good alone. Yeah, because I've been talking about so much past and history stuff. Yeah, in order to you have to pass down this type of stuff. Like when you generate success, wealth, or whatever the case may be, you have to pass that stuff down, or it's forever lost, right? I mean, how many people feel comfortable building fortune, fame, and success their whole entire life to just either let it go, which that's weird, or to just give it away to somebody random that they don't know, that's not their blood or that's not their family. That rarely happens, right? Anybody remember that movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio? They tried to. The whole point of that movie was to convince the son of some wealthy multi-billionaire to dismantle his father's company. Really? Can you imagine like somebody trying to convince you your father's about to get ready to pass you down a multi-billion dollar, like imagine if your grandfather or your father was the owner of Hershey's. It could even be like your father or grandfather was like the owner of toilet paper. But we know how much we need toilet paper, right? Remember the pandemic when everyone was going crazy over toilet paper, right? Can't go one day without using toilet paper, right? It is not just used for wiping your butt, right? Yeah, a multi-billion dollar company. Now imagine some person you don't know, right? Because just think about it. Put yourself in that other person's shoes, coming to you to try to convince you to Eight of Cups, your family's fortune, a multi-billion dollar business, right? They want you to say, no, I'm going to dismantle that company and I'm going to build my own success from the bottom on up, right? It's like, why do that? Yeah, we have the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, and, you know, these secret families and organizations, right? I mean, the Illuminati would never really give up their power unless we convince them, right? Or we force them to. The Emperor. All right, let's clarify the Emperor here. The King of Swords. Someone very wise and intelligent, good at procuring contracts. This could even be a motivational speaker, a thought provoker. I'm getting like a scientist, right? This could be an author or something like that. A producer or a director coming out on top of the emperor. Yeah, it reminds me of a president or something like that. Because they speak a lot, right? They're speakers. They're popular people as well. Right? You think your vote actually picks the president of the United. We're in election year. Oh, that's what that season was called. One of my favorite shows, American Horror Story. Ooh, what season was it though? I think it was season 7, called Election Year, and it was like centered around that whole Trump thing. And spoilers, a woman became the president at the end of the season, or I think she was inducted into the Illuminati, which women are gaining more and more power every single year, right? They took feminism way too far, right? And then they complain about how much work they have to do, right? That was my relationship. I want to work. And then 1 year later, SpongeBob, anyone? I gotta work too much. Got a phone call coming at the wrong time. We got eights. We got an 8 of cups, an 8 of swords, and an 8 of wands. Booyah. All that stuff I was talking about, health, right? And then the hospital calls. They probably spying and shit. Like, oh, that boy's live right now? Let's call him right now. Neo, the one dealing with NPCs in his damn system. And I hope it's good news, because they be ready to tell you some bad news, boy. Someone's stuck here. And the Hangman and the 8 of Swords. It may have something to do with maybe sickness or mental health. I'm not sure. Or someone could be having a mental block or a creative block, right? It reminds me of, like, what if Walt Disney had a mental block? Mm-hmm. All right. What's the love message, though? The 8 of Wands is my sex card. So let's clarify the 8 of Wands and see what love messages we get from the 8 of Wands. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles shows up here. A mature man. Someone financially stable or successful. A husband. What was that? A husband. Financially savvy businessman. Yeah, I think this person may be, what do they call it? Polygamist? Like, have multiple relationships or multiple wives or something like that. We got 2 kings and the emperor showing up. The King of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. There's a lot of success here, or a lot of commitments here. Someone has a lot of different commitments. We're clarifying the Tower and the 8 of Cups. We got the 5 of Pentacles, physical displacement. This is discomfort here. Yeah, you're only one person. Again, I'm not sure if this is whoever's watching this, or if this is someone that's coming towards you. They got too much going on here. It reminds me of Eazy-E, and we know what happened in Eazy-E's situation, how that shit ended, right? That's the vibes I'm getting. The 5 of Pentacles, I look at health. Your health is wealth, right? Pentacles for me is health, time, finances, resources, also confidence. And what I see here, 5 of Pentacles, the Tower card, right? Scorpio, major arcana, poison, and a scorpion, right? 8 of Cups, which is already, it's drugs and alcohol, whatever toxic thing someone can get into, right? Alcohol poisoning or drugs, right? Overdosing on medication or whatever it is, whatever it resonates as for this particular individual, right? Yeah, see, See, money could be a bad thing, right? It's not. It's the love of money is the root of all evil, right? It's not money is the root of all evil. Anyone who's seen that movie Scarface know, like, this man started from the bottom, but then when he made it to the highest point of success, right, he started to get high on his own supply, right? Too much money can go to people's head. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. The Nine of Cups on top of the Ace of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. Now this is being generous with it, right? Spreading the wealth, right? This is Frank Lucas vibes, right? A different version of, so Tony Montana was Spanish, right? Antonio, his name was, right? If you remember that scene with his mom when she threw him out the house. Why he gotta have the same name as me though? But yeah, Frank Lucas was like the neighborhood dope boy, right? He used to give out chickens and um, I guess it was employ a lot of people that couldn't get jobs anywhere, right? Car washes and all that type of stuff. Did work with the military, but it was for what? To bring drugs into the community. Boy, I tell you, America, the medical system, which is the same thing as the drug system. I channeled that when I had my surgery because they gave me anesthesia for the first time, and it was literally a white, fluidy substance, right? And when I woke up from that anesthesia, boy, I had no filter at all. I think that might have helped me get rid of my fear of public speaking, boy. I told those people straight up, I told them, I said, if people can find these types of drugs on the street, it would be a problem. And we're not really too far from that, right? People overdose on opioids and what's that new stuff, fentanyl, all the time, right? But look at me crazy because I smoke weed. Never done anything else my whole entire life, right? Six of Pentacles on top of Nine of Cups, 69, and Ace of Pentacles. It reminds me of the road to hell is paved with good intentions for some. I mean, I try not to judge people, right? You know, if you feel like you worked hard your whole entire life and you want to spoil yourself, I mean, go ahead and do it, right? Just don't overdo it, right? Let's clarify the King of Swords and the Emperor card. The Knight of Swords. Someone could have a testimony about such a thing, right? A rags to riches story. They became successful. They may have lost it or lost it and got it back, or they got close to losing it or something like that, or something about them being wealthy and then them overindulging and them almost killing themselves. Now they're going around giving speeches about awareness and that sort of thing. See, I grew up. I was born in '86, and I remember growing up, and they had the what was Reagan's wife's slogan, but they had the Dare initiative, right? You bring a nickel in and you get a Dare sticker. What? They had us growing up. Boy, they had us psyops growing up. For real, boy. The Knight of Swords. But it's communication. Someone wants to relay a message to you or something like that. You could have incoming communication from someone very important. They may have a very important message to deliver to you. What is the love message, though? Let's clarify the Eight of Swords and the Hangman. Three of Pentacles. Collaborations. This could be a co-worker or someone that you work in the same industry with. Comes out on top of the Eight of Swords and the Hanged Man. It's almost like this person thinks this person may feel like they know better for your situation or something like that. It reminds me of like those older people, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be an older person. Those people that come around and they be talking like they know people's situations, right? Because of whatever they've been through, and they be trying to give good advice, right? And a lot of young people can see a lot of old people this way. Like, what do you talk about, old man? Like, shut up. So somebody could be getting lectured or something like that. Let's go one more card. This is the last card. Clarify the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, someone had a lot of success in their youth or something like that. Just write a book. Like, I wouldn't waste my time. Like, I know when my time is coming, right? Obviously, people are attracted to my energy now. That's why I'm an influencer, right? But at some point, if people don't want to listen to you anymore, just write a book, put it in hard copy form or something like that. Yeah, the Three of Swords, exactly. Not putting enough attention where attention needs to be put, or feeling like you're not getting enough attention, or feeling heartbroken. Why? Because people ain't paying attention to you, right? This is how most women feel in their relationships, or men, when they feel like their spouse is cheating on them or lying to them. But this could very well indeed be, it's a King of Pentacles. He may have been dealing with a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, I tell no lies here. Here's the whole story. The Three of Swords on top of the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Obsessed with sex. Even dealing with multiple women could drain you financially, right? You was rich one day, and then you had 10 girlfriends, and they all wanted Gucci, Prada, and Louis bags, and next thing you know, you broke. Yep. What did Jay-Z say? It happened to Tyson in that one song, The Holy Grail. Yep. All that money in one fight, in one night. But then look what happened to him. Yeah. Thank God for Mike Tyson, right? Mm-mm-mm. Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, and Michael Jordan. Boy, if we didn't have those three men and that little consecutive generational time that we had those guys, what would we be talking about today? Life would be so boring right now, right? All right, so let me take a look at the major arcana, see what we got showing up here. Try to make this a more cohesive story and see what's actually going on in this piece. So we got the Emperor, the Hangman, and the Tower card. Aries, Pisces, and Scorpio energy. Ooh, this person may be led by their emotions, possibly. Right? Yeah. And to be honest with you, like a lot of emotional people, like King of Cups types and Queen of Cups types people, they can get addicted to, like, they could, substance abuse. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Or they could be easily influenced by their emotions, right? Again, some of the most powerful men in the world, they were influenced by their through their emotions by, women, or just um, people, the masses or something like that. Like like me being a Libra, like being, I could see myself being a leader. Like most Libras are leaders, but being a people pleaser is not good, right? Yeah, this person possibly have had to make like hard decisions. Like a hard decision would be like, oh, do you feed this poor starving family, or do you um, seed money into this business that you know is going to cure this crazy disease that's going to be coming down the line in the future, right? So yeah, yeah, and that could make them go into substance abuse or like overindulge in women. So it's like it's always this with these King of Pentacles types of energies, right? These earth signs, usually a Capricorn, devil energy, work hard, play hard. hmm So I'm not saying this is you, but this could be someone that you're dealing with. Yeah, these types of people have to have strong groups of people around them to support them. Three of Pentacles. Mhm. These people will end up disenfranchising themselves, right? I know that's weird. Another three, yeah, Three of Pentacles and Three of Swords. Yeah, it reminds me of all those celebrities in the 27 Club, right? that wound up dead, like Kurt Cobain. Who else? Princess Diana. There's so many of them. Yeah, because it's like fame, fortune, and success. It does not save you from being a human being, right? You have to have people around you, or you have to have some sort of a purpose, or I don't want to get too spiritual or religious. You have to be divinely guided here. Yeah, it's like people want to have money. They want to be rich, famous, or successful, but for like superficial reasons. Like that's why I like to look at people and ask them, right? Because you just see people smile what these people have to deal with. First of all, that's three different categories. Do you know what it takes to get rich? And then when you get rich, do you know what comes with that? One aspect of that is people coming towards you always wanting something from you. So it's like you can never trust people because there's always somebody that wants something from you. Then you want to be famous, right? YouTubers, content creators, they have issues with people doxing them, giving out their personal information, and then freaking what was that crazy chick name that like put a picture up of that dude's house, right? And then she's like, "Oh, I just wanted to talk to you, right? You just wanted to talk, but you put a picture of this man's house up online, and it was something like she took the picture at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So you showed up at somebody's house 1 o'clock in the morning, taking pictures of their place, putting their address online, like." You want to be famous, but you have to deal with stuff like that. You'll never be able to go to a fast food restaurant again. You'll never be able to go to a mall again and be inconspicuous, right? What's the other one? Like, you really have to think about these things, right? Women that want a successful rich man, or a man that wants a beautiful woman, right? King of Pentacles, we got the King of Swords. Something about branding as well. I think it's personal branding. Yeah, again, like I was just ranting. There's your professional life and your personal life, right? Look what just happened to Diddy. The same thing and I'm not taking up for him. The same thing that happened to Diddy, that's happening to Diddy, is what happened to Bill Cosby a few years back, right? Now he's getting in trouble for things so he's getting in trouble now for things that he did 10, 20 years ago when everyone was doing it, when celebrities had that type of power, right? Because everyone has access to celebrities nowadays. But even in the 90s, celebrities were still looked at as like titans, like gods, like they can do crazy stuff like that, right? Even when we talk about these politicians meeting up in these secret societies and these meetings and stuff like that, people were able to get away with that type of stuff, and they never thought that they would have to answer for it, right? But yeah, the same thing that Diddy is getting in trouble now is the same thing that the same thing they did to Bill Cosby, right? And it's not just him, it's other people, right? No matter what culture or what race you come from, it's just there's a little bit of favoritism there, though. I know that shit. Um, I already talked about the 888s. Yeah, very strong alchemic energy here. Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Don't know what to say about that. Knight of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Someone wants to let you know that it's not just the typical average "I love you." They want to let you know how much you mean to them, or something like that. Like you bring this person a lot of comfort, a lot of calm, a lot of peace. I don't know if you taught this person breathing exercises or yoga or something like that, or if you make this I'm laughing. If you make this person laugh or something like that, yeah, you may receive some sort of a message, text message, phone call, email, whatever the case may be, FaceTime or something like that. This may be a way that a father communicates with his children even when he's not around. like when he's traveling, right? Talking about celebrities and high-powered people. The Ace of Pentacles, I'm getting seeds of success. But yeah, this could be great abundance coming towards someone here. Financial windfall. hmm What's under the deck here? The Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, we have a divine counterpart here. The Six of Swords and the Page of Storms. So the 10, yeah. So I mean, yeah, fame, success, and fortune can overwhelm you. That can overwhelm any average person, though. Yeah. So it reminds me of just people just living. That's why I say just be instead of doing so much. The crazy part is when people see that you're able to do something, right? Yeah, they always want you doing something. It's like you could never stop doing. So just be. The Queen of Wands, a lot of attraction here. So yeah, there's a lot of sex here as well. It comes with the territory when you're financially successful or when you're very popular, right? Yeah, it reminds me of the 27. Amy Winehouse was in the 27 Club. Sam Cooke was in the 27 Club. Mm. I think that's what it's called, right? The 27 Club, something like that. All the list of celebrities that died at the age of 27, right? They either let their success go to their head or something like that, or it's almost like a curse, literally, though, right? Boy, the closer I was getting to 27, even when I was making it out of, I made it out of 27, right? Because even me, I'm like, damn, like I had a life-saving surgery at 17 years old, right? Here comes 27 creeping up on me, right? Here comes the last days of me being 27, and I'm like, whoo, yep, the Queen of Pentacles. And where's the King? You guys know I always look at the bottom five just to see what's hidden. The King and Queen of Pentacles, which brings me back to Kennedy, right? One of the youngest, Emperor energy, King of Swords energy, King of Wands energy, right? Very popular public speaker, right? That type of energy, right? And then his wife. Yeah, you'd have to have strong people around you to help ground you in that sort of thing, right? But personally, for this love reading, yeah, you could definitely have a divine counterpart that's coming towards you. Someone that's going to be able to match your caring, supportive, and yeah. Um, do I want to elaborate? Nah, someone to match your caring and supportive nature, right? Yeah. Again, like being wealthy, who can you trust? At that point, you can only trust another wealthy person, right? This is why celebrities, ew, they date other celebrities, right? It's just a cesspool of celebrities dating each other, right? Because it's like, again, imagine, put yourself in their shoes, right? Are you gonna date another celebrity, someone that knows your lifestyle, that could probably put themselves in your shoes, or are you gonna date a regular average person, right? Someone that you don't know, right? Who hasn't had their life in a public limelight like you, right? That you probably can't trust because you don't know why they're coming towards you. It'd be like that sometimes, right? That's why men try to give women that advice, right? Women always want a man that's already famous, successful, or whatever the case. He already got it at the finish line, right? Those types of men don't trust random women that think they can just get in a relationship with a man like that. If you didn't build that success with that man, you think he's really gonna trust you? You don't think you're replaceable, right? Like if I was to have children with someone, and that woman had stretch marks, I would value her and her stretch marks more than I would value some random woman who thinks she's like God's gift that I don't know coming to me with her hands out. Does that make sense or does that not make sense, right? Again, for women, right? Like if you started from the bottom or you saw a man, like you would have more respect for your husband, your child's father, if you saw him get it out of the mud, right, and build an empire for you, put a roof over your head, right, and support you through thick and thin and all this stuff, versus just a random dude that just came out of nowhere, whether he's successful or not, um, coming to you with whatever he's coming to you with, right? Like, would you respect that type of dude? Right? You guys don't respect random Pookies and Ray Rays, do you? Like random dudes that can't do anything for you, do you? Or even successful dudes that think they can just solve everything with like money. You guys respect those types of dudes, right? Yeah. Sometimes again, you just got to be careful, right? There's a lot of people that died in that so-called cursed group, whether they overdosed on drugs. I mean, just living the fast life. You got the most expensive, fastest car in the world, and you're driving down a freaking street at 200 miles an hour. Yeah, that's crazy, man. But anyways, I'm about to get ready to end this live. Pull a breakneck message as I usually like to close out my readings. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting on the time. Got a 55-55 synchronicity coming up. Yep. We got the turn of the month coming around, so that's change. Last messages. What does the collective need to know in regards to love and romance? Something positive for our watchers. Damn, son. Two of Wands and a Ten of Swords. So it's avoidable. It's showing you what's coming down the line. I'm not sure if this is for you, or if you're witnessing this, or if this is the person that's coming towards you in regards to love and romance. Now, I actually did a reading yesterday where it was like there was a twin flame dynamic for those that resonate for that sort of thing. But if it doesn't, you don't really even, you can just bypass the label. It was like and somebody asked me about luck one time, if they have good luck or bad luck, and I told them they have both. It just depends on the season, right? You could have a someone that's you could have okay, hold on. Either it's success or it's romance coming towards you, right? And but it's gonna come at a time where you've given up hope, or you don't believe it, or you're at your lowest, right? That's how we're usually tested sometimes as humans, right? That's why faith and prayer, or whatever it is, just being strong in the spirit, right? Having a lot of confidence, right? Even not even being swayed by people, right? I'm thinking about that movie, ooh, where it was a bunch of what is it called? Damn, I can't. That's crazy, boy. The boy's getting old. I can't remember. Legion, right? There was Legion, and then Michael, he came down to like save the group of people that were stuck at that gas station, and the woman was pregnant, right? Didn't really say who the father was, but we had the dude that was in love with her, right? And that wasn't even his child, right? Even his father's like, "What the hell's wrong with you, boy? This chick's already pregnant. Like you trying to like be a father to this whore?" They was trying to say, right? And like Michael came down to save the group, and he explained to them that if that child's born, that child's gonna help save the world or change the world, right? But yeah. So here comes Gabriel. Here comes, and then here comes Gabriel, bringing his army of angels. They brought that hurt, right? He even killed Michael, right? So he chased the chick down, right, to try and kill her before she could have the baby. Of course, the dude, the boy, right, who yet to become a man, was there trying to like save her and protect her. Gabriel kicked his ass, right? But the dude, the boy still had faith, right? Yeah, I'm getting to my point, right? So right when Gabriel was about to get ready to deliver the killing blow to them, the faith shined through, and Michael came down, right, to help them, and he defeated Gabriel. Right? So it's like you have to always, have faith. Like you have to have your own strong convention. Yeah, but that's just how life goes. Like no one can walk this life for you, and everyone has their own destiny and their own purpose. Blase, blase, blase. And yeah, man. So we're able to see these types of certain situations come, right? It could be a test to us, right? Mm-hmm. Some people walk away from their blessings, right? I once saw a meme of two people digging in the dirt, right? And one of the dudes, he stopped digging because he's like, damn, I'll never be able to get to the treasure that I'm digging for. And then as soon as he stopped digging, and it literally, because it's like breaking the fourth wall. We can see it, but he can't see it, obviously, right? If he would have dug just like a couple more inches or a couple more feet, he would have got to all that success, and then he left, right? And then the person that he was digging with went to his spot and started digging and got all his resources, right? So it's like sometimes just right at that moment when we're about to receive that breakthrough, some people, yeah, instead of receiving the breakthrough, some people break down. I've seen it happen. But yeah, someone's watching you from a distance here. I think they want to come in as a sort of not sure what your situation is, and you may actually even be doing very well for yourself. This person wants to come in and upgrade you even more. That's crazy. And if you're not in a good position, yeah, someone's watching you go through this death and rebirth cycle. This could be a wealthy individual, yeah, and they want to come in for some sort of a support here. Pretty good channel message. Anyways, gotta let this video upload. For whatever reason, these lives, they don't upload or they don't save to the channel to like the next day, which is so weird. I don't know why it does that. But I'm getting more comfortable with these lives. Again, these are just random, so I know I just get on this thing rambling. But yeah, I'm gonna get on this thing and actually just do live channel sessions, and yeah, just get as much messages as I can out. Hopefully we cross 1,000 subscribers soon, so I can open up the new tarot deck as well. Usually with new decks, it's new art and it brings new messaging to me as well, so that I can channel new messages. I get different visuals and different, different wordplay and stuff like that. But yeah, this is kind of the energy that I'm feeling right now. Three of Cups. Catch you guys on the next one, though. Hopefully you guys enjoy the live. You have a good day. Peace.